You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. Happy Friday. We can say up to 7 happies before a Friday. That's been scientifically proven on the Daily Boost over the years. So you can say 7 in a row before people get upset with you. Okay, they will on the 8th one. They're going to lose patience with you. What's he so happy about on a Friday? It's crazy. All right. It is a Daily Boost from motivationtomove.com. And today I'm going to dig in and I'm going to look you in your face and I'm going to say, stop it. Stop it. That's not who you are. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Because you're doing some things that are not who you are, and I don't like it, and there's something better you can do. So we'll talk about that today. It's all about Scott Logic, and I'm just going to come at you and be your mentor today. Just get in your face, okay? Sometimes I wonder, okay, where are you coming from here, Scott? I said, I just want to get their face and wake them up and say, I hear your voices inside your head telling you what you ought to be doing to get what you want in life. I get that. Just do it. But it takes a few podcasts to get that done. How are you? It's me, Scott Smith, founder, chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. So happy you're here today. It's kind of the journey we're on. A little Scott Logic, the way I view the world, a lot of experience over time, School of Hard Knocks mostly in the early years. And I fortunately took notes about how not to attend that school again. Then as I got out there, started working with people, and at this point, tens of thousands of people every single day. I don't even know how many hours it's a full-time job for me. It's been that way for, 20 years now. You put stuff out there. You hear back that it works or didn't work. You make a change. You put it back out there again, and you see that. So what you're going to get today is something I've heard 1,000 times, and I'm going to talk you into today, if that's okay.
Plan B is a backup birth control option that's there for you when things don't go according to plan. It specifically works after unprotected sex and before pregnancy occurs by temporarily delaying ovulation. Plan B is available nationwide at all major retailers and through delivery apps like DoorDash. No ID, prescription, or age requirement. It's the #1 OBGYN recommended brand of emergency contraception, and it won't impact your future fertility. That's freedom to be. Use as directed.
Before I start the show, every Friday, the very simple and scientific question, how do I want to feel? It is scientific. It's how, oh, well, hey, what, you talking to me? Yep. It's talking to me. I want stuff in my life to feel emotional. Boom. Well, if you're a human, you probably want to feel good things. Content, happy, excited, whatever it is. If you're some of the humans I've met here in the retiree areas of the Daytona Beach area, you just want to feel grumpy. I don't know. But listen, if you're over 60, I think grumpy is an option for you. You just choose it. You earn that, right? If you're under 60, got to be happy. Preferably, if you're over 60, choose to be happy. Again, it's optional, but it's up to you. I'm not going to make you do anything you don't want to do. Ask yourself the question, how do I want to feel? Do it today. And here's a super duper advanced version. I haven't talked about this for a while. Extra bonus stuff for you today because you deserve it. When you ask yourself how you want to feel, you have to give yourself an honest answer, okay? But it's naturally going to move you in a direction of taking the things out of your life that don't fit that, and you're going to get rid of it. But if you go advanced, and maybe you have a meeting today, or you're going to talk to your kids today, or your wife, or your friend, or whoever it is, and you walk into that experience, that situation thinking, how do I want to feel? That's cool. But what if you said, how do I want them to feel after this experience? Could you imagine what would happen if you had that on your mind in any conversation? If every single time you talk to somebody, you're trying to give them an experience that they're going to look at you and go, well, I really like this guy or this girl. It's not a small thing. I could do hours on this. How do you want to feel? Just start there. All right, so let's get down to it. I'm just going to get to it today and just tell you, I've been watching you. I've been sneaking around. Yeah. I got all that spy stuff. I know all about you. And you're not being who you say you are. Well, you're not doing who you say you are. Favorite question I have all the time is, what do you do when you're doing you? What do you mean by Scott? Well, it's kind of a double entendre there. For those of you that want to play that game with me, what do you do when you're doing you? Well, what I mean by that is when you're just doing you and nobody told you what to do, you have no place to go, you have no plans, you have no agenda, you have nothing on your plate. What do you do? My wife goes to the kitchen, cooks stuff. That's what she does. She goes to the gym, works out stuff. Personally, for me, sometimes when I'm being me, depending on my mode, I shut down. I flip everything off and I just sit there and think. Sometimes I go to the beach and get my toes wet. Sometimes I get on the motorcycle when I'm feeling like, hey, let's blow some wind through my hair. If you ride motorcycles, particularly Harley Davidsons, you know what I mean. But you're doing things that are not you. You want something different in life, maybe can't quite figure out where to begin. So as an example here, I've had many clients over the years, because we started this business years ago in the fitness and weight loss arena. That's what I was doing at the time, teaching kickboxing and helping people lose weight. And I very quickly realized that that wasn't the issue and that it was the daily motivation. It was the daily boost that came from that. I said, okay, I got to keep people keep their head straight or they can't lose weight. So I've had many clients trying to lose 100 pounds, many, and decide to get healthy. But usually they don't have any idea how. They're lost. So my advice is pretty simple. I said, if your mind is telling you something that you are doing is not who you are, it's time to make an easy change. So let me just dig down into the weight loss thing. If you want to lose weight, you got to understand that you're probably not the person who's eating chicken wings and 2,000 calorie burgers and whatever else I got into last weekend. But it was a treat, okay? It was a feed day for me. A 1,500 calorie burger. Oh, it was awesome one time. But the kind of person I want to be wouldn't eat a 1,500 calorie burger every day. To be completely honest, my body couldn't survive that anyway. I'd be sick. So if your mind is telling you that this activity you're doing today is not who you are, then you need to stop doing it. So if you know lousy food, high calorie food, every single minute of every single day is not who you are, give it up. It's not you. So stop being who you're not, okay? Partial exemption, Krispy Kreme donuts. Doesn't matter who you are. When the sign's on that says hot, doesn't matter. I'm just kidding. Another example. If you lack exercise and that's not who you are, stop it. I talk to a lot of people who are out of shape and haven't exercised in a long time. I get it. I was out for a while, had to get myself back in the groove. It's hard to do. But the way I got there was my inner identity, who I am, was a guy that works out, is fit, functionally fit, and then some, being able to do the things I want to do. That's what got me over the hump and got me back in shape. 33 pounds now. Got a few more to go. Looking pretty awesome. Because I'm getting a little older right now, and I figure the best pictures I'm ever going to have in my life, this is probably the last possible opportunity to get them. After that, you see what happens to people when they age. I'm just going to say it. Young people don't understand what I'm saying. You will someday. That's the only thing that makes it fair. If you lack focus, and that's not who you are, then stop it. I can't tell you how many people say, I used to be so focused. I had so many things I wanted to do, and now I can't seem to get myself focused. And I'll say, is that who you are? No, that's not who I am. I'm a focused person. I said, okay, well, stop doing that not focused thing and start focusing. And it's funny, click, they get it. So I know as I talk to you right now that what I'm saying is simple and simplistic. And it's like, yeah, but down deep inside, doesn't it make sense? And that's the way most of the world is. I practice Stoic philosophy in many, many ways. I tend to look at stuff like that. And the Stoics probably didn't write this. They may have. I probably haven't gone that deep into it. But I'm pretty sure that Socrates and Plato and Aristotle and all those guys are playing around back in the Stoic days. They probably would have said something like, dude, that's not who you are. What are you doing that for? I'm sure they would use the word dude as well. I do. Absolutely. Dude, what are you eating that for? That's not who you are. Dude, why are you not exercising? That's not who you are. Dude, why are you not focused on the things you love to do every single day? The things that work for you, because if you do what works for you, you don't have any time to do what doesn't work for you. Let somebody else do that. Dude, stop being who you're not and start being who you are. It's going to be hard today. You're going to be driving around going, okay, I'm going to go through that drive-thru. And you're going to say, well, maybe I am that person who goes through my drive-thru. And maybe I'm not. That you're going to wrestle with that all day long because there's really great marketing and so pull you through that drive-thru. And you think, well, okay, so here's what I do. Sometimes I am that guy. Total complete mess sometimes. And I just understand that's who I am. Every now and then, it's a feed day. Let's go have fun. Let's eat whatever I want to do. Next day, that's not who I am every single day. Get back on the other bicycle. The first one's more fun to ride. The second one's safer. It's like wearing a helmet or not. Same thing. All right, have a great weekend. Joy and I are going to be around. The husband and wife talking life show. More of this stuff, plus her, to calm me down and make sense of me. And I'll see you over the weekend. Back here on the Daily Boost on Monday.